Measures of controlling monopoly. As I told you, monopoly is whereby a single seller dominating the market. So measures that can adopt to control monopolies include liberalization of the market. If the monopoly emerged through the legal restrictions, now in one way or another, we can allow the firms to enter the market. So by allowing firms to enter the market, the government can eliminate monopoly by providing credits and subsidy to other firms in case now the commodities requires a high initial capital outlay. Not only that, but also the government can work to eliminate monopoly by providing the government can either reduce production tax or input tax to enable other firms to join the market, or imposing heavy taxes on monopolists in order to discourage the monopolists from continuing with production. But also the government can either reduce production tax or input tax to enable other firms to join the market, or impose a heavy tax on monopolists in order to discourage monopolists from continuing with production. But also the price control as well. The government can control monopolist firms by forcing it to reduce the price to a level which is equal to the average total cost, so that it does not earn a supernormal profit. For instance, the diagram below shows the case of normal profit for monopolists, as you can observe, under the price control. So the government can control the monopolist firms by forcing it to reduce out the price to a level which is equal to the average total cost. So when it is forced to reduce the price, if the price is reduced at that minimum amount, the long run average total cost cut across the marginal revenue, as you can observe. So from this figure above, now the monopoly has been forced to reduce the price from P1 to P2, as you can observe. So if it reduces the price to P1 to P2, in this case now the monopolist earns a normal profit. This is because the target for many of the monopolists is to sell at a higher price and make higher profit. So if you force them to reduce the price, this means that the profit will reduce, so they will earn also a normal profit, where the price is equal to the where the price P2 is equal to the average total cost. So a shaded area represents out a monopoly where hence just a normal profit. So that is how it is actually demonstrated over there. But another measure for controlling monopoly is also what is known as taxing monopoly profit. So as well as control price directly, the government can tax monopoly profit so as to create an incentive for monopolies to reduce price and profit. Antitrust policy. These are policies imposed by the government to prevent large firms from dominating the entire market by ordering a breakup of an established monopoly into several firms. But also the rate of return regulation. So this is a restriction on utility companies to a maximum rate of return on the capital. So they employ so as to reduce their rates of returns and comply with the regulations. Also the public ownership of monopolies. In order to eliminate the problems caused by the private monopolies, the government may decide to nationalize the private monopolies in order to defend the public interest. So you need to nationalize the private monopolies. The intention is to prevent out the public interest. Control of meagres as well. These are the policies that control meagres or takeovers of big firms that might lead to the emergence of monopolies or distortion the operation of the market forces. Let's try to ask ourselves now, is advertising important under monopoly market? Is advertising important under monopoly market? The answer actually it is not so important because a monopoly as a single producer is assumed as a monopoly as a single producer is assured of the market. Therefore, now the monopolists do not bother to advertise the product. So the answer